Welcome back to Movie Princess Theater, where every movie gets the royal treatment. It's your movie theater princess Aisha, and today we are honoring one of Disney's most empowering icons, Mulan. Let's be clear, Mulan didn't break the princess mold. She exploded it with fireworks at the palace. This isn't a story about waiting to be rescued. It's about rescuing yourself, protecting your family, and redefining honor on your own terms. So grab your sword, your courage, and maybe a lucky cricket. Because today, we are diving into a film that still inspires courage decades later. From the beginning, Mulan doesn't fit the quiet, delicate box society tries to put her in. She's smart, she's stubborn, she speaks her mind, she messes up rituals, talks during tradition, and asks big questions like, when will my reflection show who I am inside? She isn't rebellious, she's misaligned with tradition, and that's the point. Some destinies are too big for the roles the world gives you. We've all had moments where who we are didn't match what the world demanded. That's her fire, the quiet burning that pushes her beyond expectation and into destiny. Before Mulan ever stepped onto the battlefield or into her destiny, her journey began in the quietest place, at home. In the heart of her family. This isn't a story sparked by ambition or rebellion. It's one born from tenderness, duty, and a daughter's devotion. Mulan's courage was not forged in war. It was shaped by dinner table prayers, gentle guidance, and parents who loved her even when they didn't fully understand her spirit. The foundation of her bravery was built long before she picked up a sword. It was built in love. Now, Mulan doesn't act out of rebellion. She acts out of love specifically for her father. Mulan isn't chasing glory or a title. She's not trying to be special. She's trying to protect her father, her hero. When he is called to war, he is injured, aging, and weak, yet expected to fight. And the thought of losing him is unbearable. Instead of letting society decide their fate, she chooses sacrifice, not for pride, not for glory, but to protect the man who raised her. So she cuts her hair, takes his armor, and risks everything, not for rebellion, but for love, duty, and honor. Honor in Mulan's world isn't obedience, it's devotion, loyalty, and courage. Her grandmother believes in her. Her mother worries for her. And her father quietly prays for her safety. Even when she thinks she's failing them, their love is her anchor. Her parents always protected her with love, and now she protects them in return. That love is her compass. That love is her courage. That love is the beginning of her legend. Now let's talk about two standout moments that defined her. The matchmaker scene. They wash her, paint her, wrap her in silk, trying to mold her into the perfect daughter. She tries so hard, not for herself, but because she wants to make her family proud. Then chaos hits. Tea spills, crickets run wild, dresses catch fire. The matchmaker is literally breathing smoke. And the verdict? You will never bring your family honor. It's cruel, it's humiliating, and it hurts. But that moment grounds her. Rock bottom is where a legend is born. When the world said she wasn't enough, she became more than they could imagine. Another defining moment, the arrow test. When she joins the army disguised as a man, she struggles. She's not the strongest, not the fastest, not physically trained. But she has something more powerful, strategy, intelligence, and grit. Mulan gets told to go home, but she stays, thinks, works, climbs. With brains instead of brawn, she scales the pole and becomes the first to pull the arrow. Not because she's the strongest, because she's the smartest, most determined, most relentless. That moment, she stops trying to prove she belongs and starts becoming who she is. Before we dive back into battles and bravery, we have to appreciate the real MVP of comedic chaos, because every warrior deserves a hype man, and Mulan got one with flames, flair, and zero volume control. He may not breathe massive dragon fire, but trust, he brings the heat in his own dramatic way. Let's talk Mushu, our chaotic mini dragon king. He's dramatic, insecure, hilarious, and determined to prove himself, just like Mulan. He may be small, but his loyalty is huge. At first, he's not there to help Mulan. Not really. He wants his guardian status back. He's thinking of his honor. But as he walks beside her, Watching her sacrifice, courage, and heart, his motive shifts. He goes from, I need this to prove myself, to, I will protect her at all costs. Support doesn't always show up perfect. Sometimes it shows up loud, messy, and wing flapping. And honestly, we love him for it. He learns love and loyalty through his relationship with Mulan, because Mulan changes everyone around her, even her chaotic, loud, hilarious sidekick. Let's talk about Mulan breaking barriers and earning a nation's respect. Mulan isn't supposed to be there. Women weren't allowed to fight, command, or strategize. Women weren't meant to fight. Women weren't meant to lead. Women weren't meant to save kingdoms. And yet, here she is. She rises not by imitating men, but by leading through wisdom, instinct, and compassion. She saves her unit, then she saves Shang, then she saves China. She saves China not by force, but by strategy. And when the emperor bows to her, that's when history shifts. The world tried to define her, and instead she redefined the world. Before we talk romance, we need to pause and acknowledge something beautiful. Mulan didn't need a prince to validate her story. She became her own hero first. And in doing that, she redefined the love story. Not the fairy tale kind where destiny is sealed by a spell or a gown, but the kind forged in respect, sacrifice, and quiet understanding. Their love grows not in whispers under chandeliers, but in moments of courage on snowy mountains, shared honor, and the soft realization that seeing someone's soul is the most romantic thing of all. This is a love story born from purpose first, partnership second. Strong, steady, grounded, the kind that arrives when destiny meets character. Let's talk love, the Mulan way. There's no magic sparkles, no ballroom waltz, no kiss mid-battle. Mulan wasn't looking for romance. She was chasing purpose. She set out to save her father, but the love she learns along the way is earned, not expected. Shang doesn't fall for beauty, fragility, a dress, a crown, or a giggle. He falls for discipline, strategy, bravery, leadership, and heart. He sees her as an equal, a warrior, a leader. She earned his respect first. Hiding her identity wasn't deception for selfish gain. It was survival, sacrifice, and love. When he discovers the truth, he feels hurt, and rightfully so. But here's the power. When she proves her heart and saves not just him, but the nation, he chooses belief. He chooses to return. He chooses her. They don't fall in love because he saved her. They fall in love because they see each other's humanity and strength. Their love story is quiet, mature, earned. Not damsel meets prince, but warrior meets warrior. And before we close out the chapter on love, we have to talk about the first love story that shaped Mulan long before Shang ever entered the picture. The one that built her courage, her compassion, and her purpose. Because Mulan's strength didn't just come from training or destiny. It came from home. From a father who prayed for her safety. From a mother who wanted her to be valued in a world that didn't always see women clearly. From a family who didn't fully understand her spirit, but never stopped loving her through it. The greatest romances are beautiful, but the love that raises you, the love that teaches you who you are before the world tries to tell you, that's sacred. And Mulan's story reminds us that true bravery is born from the arms that held you first. Now, before Shang, before war, there was her father. Her destiny didn't begin with a sword. It began with love at home. Her parents always honored her spirit, even when they didn't understand it. And because she was raised in love, she led with love. She protected because she had been protected. She sacrificed because she had been cherished. And when she returned, armor removed, truth revealed, her father sees her not as who she should have been, but who she is. He doesn't praise her accomplishments. He hugs her and says, the greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter. Her honor came not from tradition, but from truth and heart. Before we celebrate Mulan's triumph, we have to acknowledge the shadow that makes her light shine even brighter. The force she rises against. Every great hero needs a great villain. And Shan Yu isn't just a threat on screen. He is the embodiment of cold ambition, domination, and intimidation. He's the type of villain who doesn't need flashy magic or dramatic speeches. His presence alone sends chills. He represents the darkest version of power. Strength fueled by ego, not honor. Now let's talk about him. Shan Yu is ruthless, calculated, and terrifying. He is power without love, force without honor. Where he rules through fear, Mulan leads through wisdom and courage. He symbolizes force, she symbolizes heart. Strength without honor fails, courage rooted in love rises. And guess what always wins? Spoiler alert, heart wins, honor wins. And Shan Yu, he got yeeted off the roof and roasted by Mushu. That's what we call a villain to ashes arc. Now let's talk music that moves the spirit. The two songs from this movie that have endless emotion for me are Reflection. It's the anthem of anyone discovering who they are. I'll Make a Man Out of You is the training montage that lives rent-free in everyone's head. These songs aren't filler. They're the emotional spine of the film. Powerful, iconic, timeless. And honestly, these songs mean so much to me personally. Reflection hits like a soft prayer and a quiet storm at the same time. It's the moment that Mulan stands between who she truly is and who the world expects her to be. And anyone who has ever questioned whether they fit in, whether they're enough, whether they're meant for more, feels that deep in their soul. I remember hearing this song as a kid and not even realizing how deeply it was planting seeds of empowerment inside of me. It whispers to every person trying to find their voice. You don't have to choose between who you want to be and who you are. Your truth deserves to be seen. Then we shift gears. I'll Make a Man Out of You comes in like a battle cry. This isn't just a training montage. It's Mulan's turning point. The moment she decides that doubt won't define her. That grit and heart matter more than expectations. Watching her refuse to give up, pushing herself when everyone counted her out, is motivating on a spiritual level. This song always reminds me that perseverance is power and discipline becomes destiny. And yes, the beat goes hard, but that quiet moment when she climbs the pole and claims the arrow, that's the moment Mulan becomes unstoppable. Both songs beautifully mirror each other. Reflection is her internal fight. Who am I? I'll Make a Man Out of You is her external breakthrough. She's telling everyone, let me show you. Together, they aren't just musical numbers. They're Mulan's evolution. They're emotional milestones. They're reminders that courage, identity, and purpose often come with struggle before strength. And every time I hear them, I feel that spark all over again. Before we close out this royal review, it's only right that we give Mulan her flowers, because this film doesn't just entertain, it empowers. This story isn't just a childhood favorite. It's a blueprint for bravery, identity, and purpose. So let's put on our tiaras, straighten our armor, and step into the royal verdict. Animation, delicate, bold, symbolic. Cherry blossoms, sweeping mountains, and stirring battlefields. The music is emotional and empowering, from soulful ballads to legendary hype anthems. The characters, Mulan, Mushu, Shang, Grandma Fa, layered, lovable, and forgettable. And the message, true honor comes from authenticity, courage, and sacrifice. Be true to yourself and destiny will open the door. I give this movie 10 out of 10 crowns, a timeless masterpiece of bravery and heart. Mulan earned my official princess approval with no hesitation. She's not defined by royalty. She's defined by courage, loyalty, love, and identity. She teaches us honor comes from the heart, not tradition. Strength isn't loud, it's faithful, quiet, and determined. When you stay true to who you are, the world will rise to meet you. Your greatness, you can find love without searching for it, because real love finds you on your purpose path. This movie, 10 out of 10 crowns, a tale of courage that continues to inspire every generation. Thanks for watching another Royal Review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Royal Court. And tell me below which moment in Mulan made you feel empowered. Until next time, stay brave, stay true, and remember, your reflection is already worthy.